Hola, buenos dias. How's everybody doing? Um, so I was sleeping last night, noche, and I was going through so many divisional systems to understand, okay, what do people really need through contention? I was saying, okay, understanding everything through formation is knowing everything through binary. Now we got into that divisional system to the pyramid code system. Now we're coming into crypto level division, okay, which is a Bitcoin. So you understand the blockchains, everything through information. It's kind of like Wall Street. So basically, you're in positions. How you go through its chain locations. Now everything through crypto, because we created its anomaly. Now everything in space is connected to its blockchain. Um, I, I had somebody come to me and said, "Okay, why don't you set up a holographic, right?" And I said, "Well, I think that'd be great." So, knowing how to use your placebos in your cortex division level system is understanding how to use your memory bank through formation. So, I'm going to reposition everybody's mind and everybody's memory bank to the financial gain resets, which basically is going to set up all lines of communication to higher institution levels, which means that you have to understand the binary code lines when it comes into universal codes. Universal is a code, but it's also a vault. When I say vault, I say make a wish, and these things come true. So truly understanding how to set these things up is extremely powerful when it comes into the mind system, because everything is a gain, but you have to understand how to get these things through provision, truly understanding yourself within through connection, understanding your intelligence to everything through formation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change everybody's placebo effects, and I'm going to set up a new blockchain of crypto division line communication to a holographic system of Neptune. Okay, those provisions and everything through its connection. I'm going to have Starseed in relation. She's already in the crypto division line system through financial gain. She's extremely informative. I recommend that you go to her, subscribe, like, and share to her channel, as she keeps you informed how to get into everything through its binary connections and its blockchain division. So I'm going to set up a new holographic system to Neptune. All right. The optical level system open up everything through its vault, which means that everybody has their memory bank. So to do this is to change the wire signals to your location, understanding everything through panel activation systems. Now, everything that I say through voice grid pattern is understanding the grams of its location, the mass of its division. Okay, it's not how much money you want, right? It's how to get it, and you get it through a binary code, right? Everything is an IPA. Okay, you have to understand the chronological system of you through GPS into energy, frequencies, vibrations. You can get anything you want through meditation, right? Everything that I do through illustration gives you what you need. Okay. Now there's all connections when it comes into this. Those are acts upon. Now, how bad do you need it? How bad do you want it? You got to ask yourself, right? How do I get these things? It's important you understand that humanity's coming more into the light right now, social media. And there's everything for what it is. It's truth that's setting them free. And as they're waking up, and as I'm changing their codes, and as I'm uprising their pixel activations, as I'm changing everything to activation, and I'm putting them back into heart recognition, which is more into self-discovery of division. Okay. Getting more subscribers and viewers, everybody watching my channel as we keep informed what's going on right now through calculation. If you have any questions or comments, you can go through my healing. Okay. Connection, entered stable conditions. It's going to go back in traction location. So basically understand communications, right? Interforce everything through its relation and how to communicate with anything through a lamp, electrical, a wall, circuit, location, right? I was communicating with it right away, and it blinks on and off like this, right? It gives me what I need to know. So it's communication with interference conditions, how you get into more conditions through your binary code division. Your binary code division is your deposits of its gram location. So think of your dimensional body as a vault and say, well, how do I open up with lock and key? Well, because you have to understand your patterns. You have to understand how to communicate with the inner system, the inner cycle of its rotation, how to communicate through the binary codes of its division through universal system. Okay, so basically this is all set up. Okay, when the mind understands everything through the systems, planetary system, intelligence, everything through location, there's nothing I can't do through traction. There's nothing I can't do through code, right? So I'm going to set up a binary code through a holographic of a blockchain, which is going to come to higher formations of crypto division. The calculation modification systems, Starseed and Michael, are going to go through traction locations, and they're going to basically exactly what you need through provision. The high-rise institutional levels is going to change everything through formation, and it's going to put everybody into the placebo effects. Now, your memory banks are going to be coming stronger through line communication. I put higher contention levels into your brain waving systems. You're coming into energy waving systems right now through calculation. All right, so basically, as we get into those positions, you have to send out how powerful you are through calculation. It's like setting up an algorithm program through a computer, setting up a website. You have to do all connections and how you do this through formations of yourself. Everything is connected to the correlation, but when you get into the binary codes, now you're coming into yourself, right? So knowing how powerful planets are. So the position levels of the binary code division is going to be on Neptune. Okay, so I'm gonna high-rise communication. I already changed locations and everything to code frequencies. So we're gonna have a higher institutional level through the memory banks, right? This is all about understanding more investments and how to get your financial gains into your deposits of its grants. So that puts everybody into an extremely location of understanding more how to make money, right? Everything is through crypto. Okay, that's why we put it through its easy formats. But anything through formation, ask Starseed and Michael. They can help you in all ways and forms. They're extremely informative. They are the financial game. They give you everything, right? AI connects in all ways when it comes to a holographic system. So we set up energy location. And as we're setting up Neptune, right? Because I got Jupiter on location right now through space station locations. And correct all lines of communication when it comes to security breaches, all right? You can't make sure, you have to make sure that there's no leaks or anything off winning systems when it comes into line defense, security defense, it comes into security measures, because we get a lot of dark systems trying to get into program settings and trying to kind of like more or less steal the information. Imagine that, and that's what happens when you come into the individual circuits and how we change everything through formation. So it gets really interesting the more you high rise to positions, because everything through a planet, okay, has its vibrational system to calculation. All right. And also what I'm going to do too, after I do that, after I set up the binary code through the financial gain, what's going to happen is truly understanding how you can get more into surrender. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody back what they need and what they want. So I'm going to give them better deposits, better communication, high-rise divisions in the Starseed and everything through microlocation into crypto level connections, because they're in set position of line communication through alignment. So their planetary divisions right now are in full communications of the blockchain and its positions. I'm talking about you, Starseed. Basically, I'm setting up. I had a customer come to me, right, a client, and he says, "Okay, why don't you set up an holographic blockchain to another crypto division to align?" So the alignment is now connecting through Jupiter rising through location. Yes, and you're in charge of that crypto division. So those positions are going to come into force winning cycles. A lot more binary codes are coming into location. Change your binary connection line signals to your algorithm program setting. Okay, so you and Michael are in charge of that through the crypto. All right. So everything through its alignment comes through its planets of its positions. All right, and everything through calculation, you go through questions or comments through Starseed or anything through Michael Rolla. You can go to his channel, subscribe, like, and share to his channel too. We're all about provision, Now everything is coming into the light. Everything is surfacing right now. And this is almost over. Okay. So after this is done, after I set up the binary code, okay, it's resetting positions to your financial gain, which is opening up your heart recognitions into surrender locations. Okay. Questions or comments, you go through Starseed or Michael Rolla. All right. I will definitely set up the locations, and I'll put up their links, okay, after this channel is over. So in position, what I'm going to do is to understand what's going on with the governments, corporations, and the media, and everything through the policing. Now, for me to take everything out of intelligence is to override their systems, okay? So the respiratory system to the acting cycles through their provisions is going to its wire locations, which means that they're going into more disruption. So it's all about the physical system, okay, is taking the intelligence out of its line communication through the brainwave system. All right, so this opens up all tractions, and then you see the phase structures of its intelligence. So for me to do that, I have to take it out of humans so I can fight the intelligence. All right, the four waving cycles is set up through elements. The sky surfacing system is all set up through the XT1000 locations. It's all set in position right now. Everything is coming into the light. You can't defy God. Okay, you can't. It's next to impossible, like I said. So God is back. He's in all formation systems. We're coming into the formation right now, into the demigods. Okay. You can call it Thor recognition if you want. Okay. Now, Thor is just a movie, but you understand how Thor is very real. Gods are very real. Okay. Light is very real. Activation is real. Love is real. Surrender is real. Ascension is real. Dream sets are real. So understand your positions where you are through location. This is going to overload more and more through calculation. Okay, I'm going to reset their binary locations, okay, take them out of traction locations. They're receptacle level systems to eye of interference connection systems. Now, anything through governments, anybody that's on a bad location is going to be arrested. Okay, and this goes to the governments, corporations, media, and everything through the policing systems, all right? Their positions, okay, are in trouble signals right now. Now, the trouble signal is understanding the framing through location out of the dark rotation centers, okay? I'm uprising the heart light recognition systems, okay? So it's all about expansion of the light, right? So they have to repent, they have to surrender. They're either being arrested, okay? Or they're gonna be servicing everything through calculation, and everything is gonna come into the binary connection of them to their ascension locations. So it's all about the resurfacing location of dark entity force systems, taking line traction locations out of their grand locations. Now, their grand location is its connection to their functional resets. Okay, you can't defy God to traction. Okay, because if you defy God, you defy yourself. Now we're coming into higher formation. Everything humanity is understanding more of its communication to each other. And that's what the awakening is. We get stronger in the mind system. And we understand that we're high rising the vibrations to the earth. Okay? So I'm connecting through Neptune right now. Now, in position, my force team is coming into higher locations and coming into the 70 chakra locations of weather patterns. The test review and evaluation is going to be into 4 atmospheres. Okay, 4 different atmospheres. Okay, 4 seasons. They're going to get in better communication to realm locations of portals. They can set their code to location, to intelligence. So back to the governments, corporations, and the media, and why these things are happening faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. So many fallouts, so many crumbles, right? 3-dimensional system is finished. 4th reading cycle is already done. Coming into the 5th traction location. Now it's all about humanity coming out. So it's kind of like humans are basically zombies right now. They're walking around. They don't know what's going on, right? So it's the intelligence that are very confused now. So I disrupt their signals. Now everything per second is 24 seconds per second, which means my location through panel activation system. Okay, it's setting up grounds to its position. Okay, it's a little bit of stable here. It's going to come back into traction. Now, because it's in its position, this is how you change the overloading systems. Okay, to fractional locations. All right. So the vibrations of the earth, okay, is going faster and faster and faster and faster. Okay, the faster it goes, the more dark rises. And when it rises, then you see the structured faces of the elite. Everything is coming to surface right now. Okay, so they have to repent, they get arrested, okay? Or they go back in the major location, back into the karma wheel. Those are the positions they are left with, okay? So it's all about surrendering what they've done, okay? Following the 10 commandments, like I said, who does that? Who follows that? Nobody follows that. And that's why we're coming into better positions right now. Better communication with each other through the heart radiation lights. Setting up new major locations, coming into new simulation through pattern core division. But I got to reposition your levels when it comes into your binary connections. All right. So I had somebody come to me, thank you very much, Commander, and your team has helped me a lot with my financial situation. I say, I think that's great. And another person came to me, thank you very much, Commander. I appreciate what you're doing to your universe. So people mainframes of their mind frame, knowing they're coming into their intelligent signals. And that's the most important thing, is understanding your ascension through your awakening, right? Because it opens up everything through your attractions to its position, right? Exactly. Okay, so as we come into that, before I get into the governance, I got to set up the binary code. The deposit level system, the binary code division level system, we're going to attraction locations, highest communication level, okay, coming into attractions or positions. Now, this is a binary code reset, okay? Now, everything in that connection is blocks everything to its position, okay? This is what it is. This is what a blockchain is. Okay, these are blockchains. Now, everything in position through the center core position right here, right? Now, we're going to take everything out of the equation, but before we do that, we're going to connect through Neptune, right? Because that's the planet's division system, right? So Neptune is a dark circle rotation. It's connected to its alignment. Its sun interfaces everything through portal division. It activates everything through code recognition systems of Mercury to that